Today we're doing NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Tuesday, December 27th. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. There's a Discord link in the description as well as a Patreon link where I do post all the plays here that I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, I'm not a gambling expert, not financial advice, simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. But let's get into you guys two props that I do like Tuesday. First off, we got the Paolo Banchero over 16.5 points as the taco, and I do like this play. I think it's superb value here. Lakers just defense has been pretty horrendous ever since AD's been out, giving up the most points in the NBA. This has a pretty high over-under, I believe. I just want to take a quick look at it. Yeah, 236 over-under. Orlando is 3.5 point home favorites. Orlando has been playing really well as of late. But yeah, I just think a great opportunity for Paolo to get 17 points here. Been consistently scoring 17 points a game all season long. So I don't think it's going to stop here tonight against a very poor Lakers defense here. So just for anyone that's going to ask, I do like the Paolo Banchero over on his taco. But let's get into you guys two props that I do like here. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Let's go. First one I like is going to be James Harden. Right back to him, you guys. We took this on Christmas Day. Extremely profitable. I'm going right back to him here. Got to give you guys this play here at 30.5 points for him. I'm surprised it's still at 30.5. I think this maybe has a chance to bump it to 31 or maybe even 32.5 because this is just too low in my opinion for Harden. Coming off back-to-back games of 41 P plus A, 42 P plus A. I mean, if we take a look here, since he's come back from injury, right? Came back here on December 5th. He's had 6 of 7 games. Or, sorry, 6 of 9 games, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 of 9 games he's hit the over on this. Right, sorry. 6 of 9 games he's hit the over on this. That he's facing the Washington Wizards tonight. This game in Washington, so Philly's only 4.5 point home favorites. I do think this game should remain close. Porzingis playing, Bradley Beal playing, Kuzma playing. So this game should probably remain close is what we're looking for. And over the last 15 games, the Wizards have the 4th worst defensive rating, 118.4. With Porzingis on Embiid, I mean, Porzingis, if you like him or not, he's a pretty stout defender as far as defending the post and defending the interior. So I definitely think they're going to be throwing in multiple bodies here at Embiid, which I think will allow Harden to do his thing. If we're taking a look at this here, over the last 5 games, Harden leading the NBA with 19.8 potential assists. 19.8 potential assists here for James Harden over his last 5 games. We know he's going to be able to score the ball. We know he's going to be able to operate pretty easily. If we take a look here at his odds, let's see here on points here. This is Betting Pros, by the way. Shout out Betting Pros. Betting Pros giving James Harden the highest odds here to score over 20.5 points here. 73% cover probability, 24.9 projected points here for James Harden. I believe he's probably around -110, -115. For the over on his points, by the way. Let's take a look. This is just for points. I mean, so DraftKings has him -130 on his over 20.5 points. -130 here on DraftKings. Sugar House -121. Bet Rivers -121 here as well. So some great value here for Harden on his points at 20.5, but I'm going with his points plus assists. 19.8 potential assists per game here for James Harden. Just been absolute cash money here. I don't think it stops now. Back-to-back games of 40 plus points plus assists. This play's been profitable for us. We're going to continue to ride with it. Got to give you guys this play here. I know some people, I mean, not some people, but there have been people who told me that some of the YouTube plays are maybe like a little repetitive, more specifically the Luka play with the first half PRA prop. And I understand that, but when it's a play that I think there's value and a play that I think has a high hit probability, I mean, I'm gonna give it, because why would I? I mean, I don't think it really matters what the play is, right? If it cashes green, it cashes green. That's what we're all looking for. So James Harden over 30.5 points plus assists here is the first play of the day here for Tuesday, December 27th. Score line, and we're looking at Jaron Jackson Jr. over 28.5 fantasy. Now, just right off the bat, I think this line is just a little bit too low. We have seen this recently, like literally this month. We've seen this as high as like 32.5, even 33.5 fantasy score for Jaron Jackson Jr. Now, he's only hit this twice over his last 4 games, and really the biggest risk here for Jaron Jackson Jr. is foul trouble. He's just it seems like every other game he's in foul trouble, or in foul troubles, early in the game, doesn't play enough minutes and things like that. If Jaron Jackson Jr. stays out of foul trouble, this is easily an over in my opinion. He just played Phoenix, 4 days ago, and he had 46.5 fantasy points against Phoenix in only 28 minutes, right? 28 minutes, 24, 10, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 2 blocks, 0 turnovers, 19 for 17 from the field, plus 22. Now, 28.5, all we need is 28.6 fantasy points from Jaron Jackson Jr. For this at the over. I mean, if you take a look, just take a look at over this season. I mean, he's literally only gone under this 5 games. He's been over this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times this season. He's already gone over this, right? And just had 46.5 versus Phoenix. This game is being played in Memphis, which I mean, most players play better at home. Memphis is 8-point home favorites here. That's the only thing that has a little bit of a risk here, in my opinion, but I believe Jaron Jackson Jr. will play enough minutes. He's looking at projected around 24. Historically, Jaron Jackson Jr., or I guess this season, over his last 10 games, Jaron Jackson Jr. is, for players playing tonight, 6th most fantasy points per minute. 1.38 fantasy points per minute for Jaron Jackson Jr. over his last 10. 1.38. I mean, if he plays 20 minutes here, this is an easy cash at 28.5. If we take a look at power forwards recently against the Suns, been getting cooked. I mean, Aaron Gordon just had 49.6 fantasy points. Santi Aldama had 22. Brandon Clark had 41. Kyle Kuzma 49. Zion Williamson 44. Marcus Morris 24. Jabari Smith 24. Larry Nance 47. Zion 47. Larry Nance 49. Zion 50. Blake Griffin 24. So, I mean, you can see here, I mean, FanDuel is the comparable fantasy scoring chart to PrizePicks. I mean, Larry Nance had 40-plus fantasy points twice against Phoenix. Zion had 40-plus 3 times against Phoenix. Brandon Clark had 41. Just 4 days ago, Brandon Clark had 41, with Jaron Jackson Jr. having 46. So both power forwards for the Grizzlies just had 40-plus points against the Suns. 28.5 for Jaron Jackson Jr. here just seems a little bit too low. Grizzlies playing back at home here. I just love this play here for Jaron Jackson Jr. 1.38 fantasy points per minute. I think if he stays out of foul trouble, this is an easy cash in my opinion. So these are the 2 plays here. James Harden over 30.5 P plus A, points plus assists, and then Jaron Jackson Jr. over 28.5 fantasy score. For Jaron Jackson Jr., again, it really comes down to him not being in foul trouble and getting those blocks and steals, right? Eight blocks here against Atlanta. I mean, pretty much anytime he can get 3 blocks or 3 steals, it's easy cash, because he's going to be able to score at least 10 to 15 points, and then, get 7 to 8 rebounds maybe. So, I mean, 28.5 seems too low for a player like Jaron Jackson Jr. that, it really, I mean, 1.38 fantasy points per minute over his last 10. These are the 2 plays here. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about them. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.